Good afternoon, good morning, good night, whenever it is that you tune in and listen. I'm Deanna with Divine Destiny. I am an awakened empath. I use Oracle to encourage us empaths, sensitive souls, old souls, way showers. Whether you're new on your journey or you've been on your journey, these messages I try to make whole and wholesome to where they resonate with everybody. So thank you so much for being here with me today. It is September 4th. It is harvest season. It is Virgo season. I'm only going to touch briefly on that. Usually every week I highlight the moon and the sun because the moon rules our emotions. And if you're an awakened empath or an empath old soul, your sensitivity has always been your biggest gift. So that's why I integrate the moon phases into it. Other times I just surrender to God and ask to be the perfect channel of clear communication for everybody that comes in and listens. So thank you so much for being here. The moon is in Sagittarius, the fiery sign of Sagittarius today. So your emotions, whether you're in balance or you struggle to find balance, whatever, doesn't matter. We're made up of all four elements. It doesn't matter what your sun sign, whatever, we are made up of all. So, fiery sign, emotions could be passionate, they could be high. A reminder maybe to some to not act too fierce, too fiery from whatever emotions that you are feeling today, presently in your body. I'm going to come on and do a second YouTube today with the importance of, I am not an astrologer, let me just say that as well. I love astrology, as above, so below. When I realized and dropped all of the old programming and realized the significance of the support that we have in the cosmos, and that as above, so below, within as without, we're all connected, and it's about our oneness. And really, my main purpose of this channel is to encourage every sensitive soul, every empath, to connect with God, Creator, Source, whatever you call it, first, then self-care. So yourself, God, yourself, then others, to be in service in the full authenticity. We are such a gift. Our sensitivities are coming into fruition. The second video, as I started to say, is going to be highlighting the Saturn, Pluto, very close with each other with the South Node in Capricorn, and opposite of that, which is the North Node, where we want to head into the Divine Feminine, the Cancer sign. If you're not really familiar with any of this astrology, just bear with me, please do, because if you dive deep into it within your own chart, you have a better understanding. It's a compass for you. Not to be used as predictive because we have free will. That's my heart, my feeling on it. We're whole and wholesome within ourselves. So this is a channel of self-love, self-encouragement, realizing that our sensitivities are truly a gift. And a couple of words came up to me as I was meditating before setting my intentions to be able to reach out and be in service of others. And trust the process that we're going through right now came up to me. Not only within me, but there's going to be people that come in and listen and go, yes, this is where I need to go, to surrender, to go, I trust the bigger picture. I trust this process. If you're like me, I feel energy anyway, always did, and now that I'm empowered, I realize it's a gift. I feel it within myself as I do the collective. We're going through a lot of purging. We have been, it just feels like labor pain after labor pain, but Creator and my higher self are wanting to emphasize this week trusting the process, trusting the divine order. Everything is in divine, perfect timing. Surrender to what is. Also faith. But faith so much more broad and more, so much more broad than what I was ever taught. or shared by with other people growing up. It's a faith and trust within your heart. Out of the ego mind, into the heart, really trusting and having great faith. And for me, the unseen is huge, as it should be for all of us, because we are not these dense bodies. We are limitless, sovereign, divine children of God, the Great Spirit, and we're here for soul evolution. We chose to be here at this time. So I'm going to drop that part because I'm coming on to do a South Node, Pluto, Capricorn, YouTube today, because I'm feeling that really needs to be expressed. And even if you're not familiar with much astrology, it will resonate, just saying. And maybe it'll even open up your perspective like it did with me to realize the significance of astrology within us. I always say this, which is kind of funny, that they should be giving us our birth natal chart instead of a social security number the moment that we're born, because that would give you a soul's little rudder, little guidance system that we have even without that in our hearts, if we tune into our hearts and our authenticity. So like I said, I encourage empaths through Oracle. I'm not a psychic medium. I mean, we all are, but it's not what interests me. What interests me is I lost an empath son to suicide in 2014. He mirrored everything to me, even though we had this unspoken bond. All of my gifts, all of my sensitivities, I just didn't realize he was mirroring that to me. Anyway, long story short, his sensitivities overpowered him because he couldn't make sense of this third density world that is crumbling, that is being revamped as we speak. Visualize ourselves as the cocoon phase and the transformation of like a butterfly. We are in that right now. We are ending the age of Pisces, which was very off kilter, very overpoweringly, the masculine, survival, competition. We all have the masculine, feminine in us. So this could be out of balance. But as a collective, it's definitely been out of balance. And the South Node, the Saturn, our fundamental, father structure, not just father as in the physical, but symbolically, our structures. And then we have Pluto right next to it going, no, this ain't working no more. And so within, so without, it's on. So we're in the cocoon phase, guys. And what people don't talk about enough is how deep and heavy that can be. This transformation that we're all going through, whether you're awake or not and know it, it's on. So the best thing that comes up to me is surrender and really trust the process. And I think that's where trust the process and have great faith was coming through to me in meditation before I came on. So we are going to draw however many cards Spirit gives us from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, one of the very go-to decks for me. I think it's perfect right now for Virgo season and very shamanic. Virgos tend to be the healers, the ones in the world, if you're in balance, like I said, but I'm just going to say traits of a healthy in the center of the heart. Being guided by the heart and authenticity is we're healers. We're shamanic. We have knowingness, as long as we don't allow our minds to judge ourselves and judge others. When my son transitioned, Virgo's very much so control, detail, gotta have things just so, way out of balance. You can be such a perfectionist. And boy, do I have so much to say about that, because I used to be. So when my son transitioned, my best friend, many lifetimes we've lived together, I was blown out of the water. And it was a complete strip down of my ego, unhealthy ego. And I surrendered to what is, And so this transformation that I'm going through is encouraged me and lit my soul's purpose on fire to be able to be in service to others. So if you're sensitive and you're an old soul, which chances are you are if you found this channel, we're in a cocoon phase. We're going through a lot of purging, cleansing, even with the South Node, past life stuff. Be gentle with yourself and increase your self-care. I have to do it. And so if I have to do it, I know there's other people out there that need to do the same. So you won't go wrong when you connect with God first, then yourself, which in the Pisces age, we were taught not to be that. That was selfish. No, not in a loving, harmonious way in our hearts. You have to be in service to others with your overflow from your cup. So be gentle with yourselves as we go from the Pisces age into Aquarius in 2020. And the Saturn-Pluto aspects. And the North Node highlighted in Cancer, which is the Divine Feminine. We're going into that heart space with Age of Aquarius. And we're in the dismantling of the old ways that were not working. And we're also in this huge time for self-care. Be very gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself. The more you drop that judgment within yourself, the more we drop it with others. And realize that we're all one and we're walking each other home. So Spirit, I just ask in advance, thank you so much for whatever message it is that we need to hear today to surrender to what is, to give us some guidance going forward. We give thanks. If you're new to my channel and this resonates, please do like, subscribe, and share. It helps get my channel out there, and I didn't realize this. But if you like my channel, it helps circulate my YouTubes so that other people see them more. So I thank you in advance for being here. I also have a Facebook group called Divine Destiny and the Rise of Empaths. Would love to have you there. I am definitely about quality over quantity. So if that interests you, great. Please do look for us. If it doesn't resonate, then just keep on scrolling. Same with my channel. Blessings to you. So we got card 51, the staff. I feel this is anchored in, realizing, trusting the bigger picture, anchoring it into our vessels, not being disassociated or checked out anymore. What else? I got a little bit of a glare here. Like I said, I'm an intuitive, I'm an awakened empath, so when I started looking at things symbolically as my journey proceeded over the past 5 years, like I've always been sensitive, but when my son transitioned, it put me into this complete towers fell, revamp what really matters in life, and it made me go forward with healthy boundaries, standing firm in my truth, and not allowing others to snuff you or to say that you're too sensitive for speaking your heart. I'm here to tell you your sensitivities and your truth and your heart is deserving. You are worthy of feeling whatever you're feeling, and the importance of that communicating and bridging with others. These energies have me super duper thirsty. You may be experiencing that too. A lot of density leaving, a lot of fear leaving. This is wanting us to trust the bigger picture. Surrender to what is. Third eye in the center of the forehead of the staff, being anchored into our body, shining our lights, doing what us old souls, healers, light workers are meant to be doing with our soul's evolution. The staff is the symbol of authority. It holds the power to temper extremes. This is you. We, as old souls, sensitives, we have everything we need right within us. God is not some person in the sky that's coming down to save us. God wants, the higher creator, we are co-creators, wants us to connect with our truth Bring that in, being very, very, like, see how straight up and down, anchored in. We're here for a reason so much bigger than what we've ever been told. Drop old beliefs, anchor into your truth. If you go in the heart, the truth is the way. It holds the power to temper extremes, which we're in extreme fluctuations right now, guys. Nothing's set in stone, and everybody kind of feels that. Don't go into fear mode. Trust the process. The staff helps you find the right course of action, the way of the middle. The way of the middle, right here. The truth, the way is in your heart. My heart. It aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in a direction. Moses carried a serpent staff through the desert, and with it he could summon the power of nature to heal all plagues. The staff reminds you of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve. The invitation of the staff card. You know how to flow easily between polarities. That was something I just shared recently too, guys. Be open to the energy right now because it's ever changing, ever fluxing in and out. Let it go through us. Don't let it stick in you. Release it. Don't tense up. We're conduits. We are energy. God created us magnificently, except for we need to let it move through us right now because we're changing, purging from the Pisces age going into Aquarius. Like I said earlier, we're in that cocoon phase, and look, what does that mean symbolically? It's slimy in there. There's body parts changing and growing, like symbolically inside the cocoon. It's dark. We're in this cocoon phase, but what comes after that? The transformation. We are in this of the butterfly, so remember that. You know how to flow easily between polarities, how to weigh all possibilities, and instinctively select the right path. Our soul speaks to us, our body speaks to us. If you go into your center, if you go into that center, if you be still and listen every single day, you will get answers that guide you, guys. Trust your inner wisdom and take the first step on the journey that your heart has already embarked on. Use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided, to find that delicate balance between will and surrender. This is perfect with what I was saying, South Node. Saturn being very structural, symbolically the masculine, Pluto right there next to it going, nope, the old ways ain't working. We gotta change this shit up. And this goes, Gaia keeps coming up to me as well, because within you, as you shift and change that, going more in harmony with the North Node, where we want to head, north, divine feminine coming into balance. We're not suppressed anymore. We're not out of balance being angry at the masculine, the Pisces age. We're learning the lessons from all that time. Trust the divine purpose and the divine process that we're going through and where we've been, where we're headed. And know that if you're being authentic to you, trusting your intuition, being very gentle with yourself, physically doing whatever it is your body's telling you to. A lot of people are seeing diet fluctuations. Like, listen to your body. If your body wants to do a bath in the middle of the day, a salt bath to cleanse, purge, release everything out of your dense body, get that energy and that chi going again, do it. Do it. I am your biggest cheerleader here to tell you self-care, guys. Like I said, God first. Then you fill your cup up. Then the overflow goes to being in service to others. And add a little bit of light. So what I'm saying here is ending and destroying. See, Kali keeps coming up to me, the goddess Kali as well. Now, a lot of people, oh, she's dark. Well, define what dark is to you, because dark to me is the grief, the density of the Pisces age dying, the energy that we have fluxing within us and the emotions that come up with that. She's the destroyer, symbolically, of the ego, guys. That's what it boils down to. You don't have control. You don't need everything to be perfect. Trust the divine picture and process. Be very super gentle with yourself. Well, we're in this cocoon phase from the Pisces age to Aquarius in 2020. Saturn going, look at all these structures. These ain't working. Pluto's going, no, we're done with this crap. Gaia's showing us. We're feeling it within us. The divine feminine very well may have been out of balance with people as well. You know, it's about the ego, really. Kali is destroying our old selves, which can be excruciating. But the more you do that and you drop all of these judgments that our mind is trying to pick apart and you go into your heart, you're going to just have a strong faith in yourself. Then we really can be in service, right? So helping me, helping you, we keep rising, you know, and we're all walking each other home, dropping the competition, being strong and upright in who you are, your truth, your way, anchoring that into this earth plane. Gaia keeps coming up to me, and it's huge for me. Recycle, please, guys. Our planet, as we are, as above, so below, as within, so without, we're all purging all of this old stuff. The feeling of something coming up that's doom and gloom is past life, guys. We're not going there again. Drop that. It's an old imprint in our DNA. That's why some people, and a lot of us, I've been getting it and still am kind of today, actually, the vertigo and whatnot. Just divine guidance with everything. I was listening to a channel by Cryon. If you listen to him on YouTube, he's wonderful. He's like, and to all you old souls way showers, if you're having the dizziness and the vertigo, just know it's your DNA upgrading. Trust that process. And when he said that to me, it was like aha moment. Trust yourself, trust your heart. Kali's only dark because the ego and the control and thinking that that's what's driving our vessels anymore, and it's not. Going into Age of Aquarius, it's right here. It's our oneness. It's remembering our divinity and the balance of the divine masculine and feminine coming into harmony. Old structures falling away within you and in this world. Nurturing yourself, therefore nurturing the planet. We can't continue to deplete ourselves or the planet to keep going on. She's going through a natural cycle just as we are. But since we're humans, our souls are here in a human vessel, let's clean up. Let's recycle. Let's tell the authorities with the Saturn and the old structures that it's not okay with us that we keep having plastic in the oceans and ruining the wildlife. Some animals are leaving this third density for a reason, but there's another part in that when humanity starts trashing this planet. The elements sustain us. God made no accidents giving us all the elements we needed here on this earth. She sustains us. So really nurturing yourself with everything highlighted with the divine feminine. It is so important that you do that. And this is already longer than I wanted this one to be. I don't want to lose people. So I hope this resonates. And actually, I hope that you're so encouraged by it that it lights a fire within you to really increase your self-care, self-love. And I'm going to come back on briefly after this. So please do look for another one. Remember, we're in this cocoon phase, and it's not always pretty. Cry if you need to cry. Sit in that darkness when you need to sit in that darkness, because really this cocoon phase is transformational. We're all beautiful butterflies. It just depends on where you're at in the process. And to remember that you're sovereign. All things that are living are connected. And that if you put God first, yourself, then others, you will see the difference, and you'll see the ebb and the flow of your life transformed into something so very beautiful. Your feelings are always valid. Your voice is meant to be heard in harmony when it's coming from the heart. So I want to leave that with you for now. Blessings to you. Namaste. And until the next time, have a great day, guys.